So next I will be discussing how the Strength Finders assessment integrated into my internship experience. So when I took the Strength Finders assessment about 2 years ago, we didn't take it in this program, at least I didn't personally, but I did take this assessment about 2 years ago, and I think that the outcomes are still extremely relevant as to who I am today. So my top 5 strengths are individualization, achiever, competition, discipline, and relator. So individualization, Rath is the author of the text, and he basically says that those who possess this trait sort of really really enjoy sort of seeking out the differences of people and sort of putting them together to make them work. So I think that I related this to my internship just through my supervisors. So I had Callie and Carrie. They were both my 2 supervisors, and they both sort of had different approaches to how they wanted me to get things done. And so I had to adapt to that and change how I worked throughout the day depending on who I was working with. And sometimes I worked with both of them together, and I would sort of take the strengths from both of them and put them in to action. That way I could productively get a lot of work done throughout the day. So that's how I sort of incorporated that aspect into my internship. My second trait is achiever. So Rath states that those who possess the achiever strength are diligent workers who find satisfaction in being busy and productive. This is it hits home for me. This is exactly who I am. Throughout my internship, I really enjoyed being on top of things, being productive, and leaving the office feeling like I got a lot done. So this strength just incorporated into both of my internships because I had that feeling of satisfaction and productivity each time I left the office. My third strength is competition. And so Rath talks about this strength as people who constantly measure their performance against others. So when thinking about how I could incorporate this into my internship, I sort of just realized that I wasn't necessarily competing against other people. I was really competing against myself. I am a very competitive person, but I didn't necessarily have people to compete against in this internship, but I really did compete against myself to make sure that every time I came into the office, I was a step above where I was the day before. Like I said, I came into both of these internships with no knowledge on how to do them, and so each day I learned something new, and I made it my goal to not have to relearn something that I had already learned. I just wanted to keep building every single day because I knew I wasn't going to have a long period of time to perform this internship, so I didn't want to spend time backtracking and relearning things. So I constantly tried to build and become better. My fourth strength is discipline. Rath mentions that that those who have this quality enjoy having a structure and a routine. And I personally feel like this should be my number 2 strength instead of achiever, because this is just, I need structure, I need borders, I need boundaries. I'm that type of worker that if you give me a list of things to do, I will get them done for you as soon as possible. But if I sort of don't have a direction, I really struggle with what I should do or what decisions I should make. So with Callie, she would tell me exactly what she needed to do, when she needed it done by, and how I should do it. And Carrie is more flexible and she left a lot of things up to me, which at first scared me because I'm not good at just thinking on a whim and making decisions right away. So Carrie really pushed me out of my comfort zone and showed me that I can be assertive, I can make decisions, and I can learn from being not so structured. So even though I really enjoy being structured and in a routine, I think it is also good to have a boss and a leader who is opposite than that. That way you can learn how to develop as a leader in a different way. So that was really important. And then my last strength was relator. So relators just enjoy building and seeking relationships with others, and they really enjoy working with others to create a common goal. So I think this was really utilized in the recruitment aspect of my internship. I really just enjoyed reaching out to other coaches and learning from them, asking questions, building those relationships. That way I can call them when I'm confused about something or if I need help. I have those relationships in my back pocket. So I think I really utilized this strength of mine in that aspect. So those are my top 5 strengths and how I integrated them into my internship experience.